Hello there.
All right.
Shing, 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 shing.
You're just playing all the alerts, aren't you, D?
No, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Sure.
I totally could have blown their heads off just now if I tried to. Whatever.
Okay.
I'm seriously off my game today. I'm gonna pass out for real this time. Maybe I should take that offer after all. Aww. Character growth.
The center seal.
Must be because we took care of both domains.
Now we can finally move on.
Right. That said, these fights have been just as draining as we expected. Maybe we should take a break at the Rakava and check in with the others. AKA, if you only brought Rishia and Wazzy for this mission, you can switch them.
But why would we want to?
Well, yeah, we don't necessarily, but you have the option.
Uh-huh. Onwards.
I was scratching my face. I had an itch.
We're waiting on bated breath.
Ah, freaky monsters. Ugh.
Ew.
Ew.
What in the
I
mutated
killed-
Cerberus is that?
Hecatonshire. Long live demons range hands.
Uh-huh.
This is powerful 6 arms with reckless abandon.
Uh-huh.
Yosh. Ikuze.
Watch this ends up accidentally killing Ellie.
When the SSS needed to recruit a skilled negotiator, marksman, and second in command, there was only one candidate that was eligible.
Ah.
I can't even be mad at that, honestly.
It's Tio, isn't it? Tio is the one that is most qualified for.
Oh yeah, he was
negotiations.
100% the second in command of the SSS.
Yes. I knew it.
I mean, technically, isn't Lloyd number 2?
Lloyd's the leader, technically speaking.
Yeah, technically
Is
Chief
he,
Sergei
though?
is.
'Cause the chief is the number 1.
Well,
Chief
Well-
Sergei is
guys,
definitely number 1.
back end stuff.
Yeah,
G. Sergey is our coordinator.
Yeah.
Which makes him their boss. Who's number 1?
He's like a commander role. Like, Lloyd's like the captain or whatever, like the leader dude.
yeah. It's just
Yeah.
like technically Dudley is not. In that sense, Dudley would not be the leader of the first division, but he is. That is his title. Because technically, Chief Pierre would be the leader. Thank you to the Geofront for giving me the chance to help release the definitive edition of the Crossbell Arc in English. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. G.
We did enjoy it.
Yeah.
Aw.
And the Geofront was a fan project that brought this game to the West long time ago. They've been working on translating it for years. So that Western audiences could play it. And when this was taken over by NIS for an official release, They consulted with the Geofront team to make sure that they didn't have to redo a ton of the effort that this team had already put into it.
よし行くぜ
私の番ねそこ行きます
More games should go to their audiences that are already fixing their games, and then hire those people that are fixing the games to actually fix the games for real.
俺の番だな
To localize, to update and audit,
私
unbug it. Yeah.
そこだみんな大丈夫か
Yet, by happenstance or fate, I lived out a wonderful dream. Thank you all for sharing it with me. Hey.
Aw. Do you forget? This requires logic.
Oh yes, I'm so sorry. I forgot that entirety of people were stupid. My bad.
Yeah, I very much appreciate the fact that they did not scoff at the efforts of the Geofront and instead was like, hey, we want to work with you and use the stuff that you've already got and clean it up with professionals and let's work together, which is how they were able to get 2 games out 6 months apart from each other. Crossbell's been through everything this year. What's another barrier or two? Nothing. So go finish the story the only way you know how.
Encouraging chests are encouraging.
Of course. Can we stop?
Every other chest is on the monster.
Game and their freaking mimics.
よし行くぜよし行くぜ戦闘終了全員無事だな
Chief Roberts recently put Tio in charge of porting Pom Pom Party to a brand new portable console. She's calling it the Tio Geo Pocket.
I love it.
Adorable.
Oh, these guys again. You know what? I'm going to do...
Wah, wah.
I don't
Unfortunate.
have that many of those, unfortunately. That's okay. Alright, your CP up. Alright, your Randy CP up. Alright, get Ellie CP up.
Yay.
I mean, it's the end of the game. Any time to use them is now.
厳重出現
Yeah, but like, we got 2 more bosses to fight.
We're
So, like,
fine.
do I want to use them now? Yes, because I want to get rid of these stupid things as fast as I
俺の番だ
can.
な行くぞ
私の番はい私の番でそこです 私の番や
That didn't look like an air raid. That looked like a ram attack. Rawr.
もう大丈夫だ
Rawr.
Are you a dinosaur?
Yeah.
What is this? There's a
Rawr.
left ear. Yes? What?
上げていこうぜ
I didn't even see these guys on
Grab.
the killer.
行きますそこです
任せてけと
Man.
おっしゃぜはちょろいぜ
She couldn't even finish her sentence before Genevieve barreled into her chest to squeeze her middle. Jubilee Delicate as she was, lost her balance and fell back to the floor, bringing in about another surge of dust.
Excuse me, what just happened in that paragraph?
She fell over from the hug. Tackle hug.
Ah,
Yeah, come on.
I think. I think so.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
All will become
goes
clear
this way?
soon, not to worry.
Is this?
Another gate, yes.
with another seal nearby as well.
Nothing. Not me this time either.
It's not about you, Lloyd.
This
Okay, so this is
It's
for
Sigmund.
Yes.
yeah.
I'd assume Randy.
yeah, so this is Sigmund talking.
Gotcha.
So you've beaten Shirley and that delinquent, haven't you? You.
You can sense our presence from all the way out here?
You say that as though it was supposed to be difficult. Now look alive, Randolph. Put your hand on the seal.
Jump in the water.
Then we can finish this once and for all.
Now get in the wall.
Get in the water.
Fine by me.
Get in the water.
And with that, let's slip the dogs of war. Cast aside your doubts, boy, and come at me with fire in your eyes.
Damn lunatic. Like daughter, like father.
Randy,
We knew this fight was coming.
Yeah, and it's only going to be much, it's going to be much tougher than the others. Every bit of his strength that we saw at the Iron Bay Sea was overwhelming. This is going to be an uphill battle. He's definitely gotten a speed as far as combat experience goes.
I've heard much about what the Scarlet Ogre is capable of.
Doesn't matter. To get past here, we need to win this one. While we're at it, I'm gonna bite the bullet and face up to what I ran from 2 years ago. Please, if there ever was a time I needed you guys to have my back, it's this.
And we plan to do just that.
We're one step ahead of you.
You should know that much by now.
If you think I can make a difference, then sure.
I'll be happy to help too. See, this is what I was imagining with Shirley.
Yeah.
What the?
Just look at all of this.
It defies comprehension.
I wasn't expecting to be hit in the face with raw heresy.
How fitting that the ogre's psyche would house a living hell.
Hot damn.
Wouldn't it be hot hell?
Looking at it, a small part of me feels like I'm home again.
Oh, Randy.
Randy,
Remember, this is just another part of your past. You're strong enough to face it head on.
Yeah, you're right. 2 years ago, I deserted, so I wouldn't have to see this kind of shit anymore. But enough is enough. Time for me to look fate in the eye and send it packing. We're in the belly of the beast now. A battlefield where the Scarlet Ogre crushes everything to dust. We're gonna have to brace ourselves. We don't want to get eaten alive in this hellhole.
Right.
Right.
Okay. I can see what the timing are on these. Okay. Good bit of time. Well,
Oof. Toasty.
I see a chest.
yeah, there's a couple of those around here. It's just a matter of where they are at and if I can get to them. Or I should say when I can get to them. Is a better way of putting it. Because I have to do these in specific orders to be able to get around.
Oh my god. You were complaining earlier about having stuff.
The chest is empty. Oh, that's sad.
No.
I was complaining because I don't have a lot of the Zerum powder, which is the thing which gives me the plus 100 CP. The chest is empty.
They did the thing with the hell chests again.
Ow.
Through the fire and flames, he carries on.
Come on, trigger. There we go. The chest is empty. It's like, and nobody appeared when you're doing the genocide run in Undertale.
And no one is there. I'm really close to my mic. Okay. I was reaching for one of the yarn balls that fell to the ground, and my cheek was literally like maybe a centimeter from it. So I'm like, oh no, oh no.
You're in danger.
I'm in danger of bumping my mic.
Would have got some accidental ASMR there.
It would have sounded more like a punch to it, and you guys would have been like, are you okay?
ASMR pouch.
Exactly.
うっしゃいい感じだぜ
Oosha!
The chest is empty.
But nobody came.
Okay, so that's that. And then I need to go this way to get to this chest.
Okay. And now I do actually adjust my mic. So that I'm nice and comfy. Okay.
Chest is empty. Oh, I can't do that one yet. I gotta go this way and break this.
Oh, also, I have good news. My keyboard lit up again.
Yay!
Nice.
So I'm guessing it was ever so temporary. I don't know.
行くぞ任せろ
Sometimes those types of things just need a little extra time to basically dry themselves out.
Yeah.
It might be fine. We'll see over time.
It was just really hard to see, like, I know we all went through typing etiquette and all that stuff in school and everything, but I'm not gonna lie, it was really jarring to not have the backlit part because even though I don't need to see, I still couldn't see.
I mean, I'm the same way. Like,
know-
I can type. Fine, I type documentation and stuff all day long. But, like, I still look at the keyboard. Even though I don't need to, just I look at it.
I don't.
I can type
Not
fine
much.
looking away from the keyboard. It's just habit to look at the keyboard.
It's habit to look at the keyboard on occasion, especially when you're gaming, because your center, I guess you want to call it, is not centered on ASDF.
I feel like it's an occasional thing that's fine. I'm not like looking at it, you know, all the time when I'm typing.
Oh, I mean, I don't stare at it as I type, but like I look down at it periodically as I'm typing because my just do.
Yeah.
No, it's not like I don't do it all the time. I don't stare at it as I type. Xander.
I wasn't sure you'd make it through the warm-ups. Uncle.
Sigmund Orlando.
Vice leader of the Red Constellation.
And the strongest living Jaeger on the continent, the Scarlet Ogre.
And my reputation precedes me. I may have been a step behind the War God and Jaeger King, but now that they've offed each other, that leaves me as the strongest one standing. At least for now, that is. Randolph, you already know what I'm about to say. Between this crisis in Crossbell and the war in Airbonia, the entire continent is in flames. There have been a better time for a Jaeger to be in business. Terrorists will seize the opportunity. The silent battle between the snakes and the church will intensify, and the guild will be left scrambling. You know what it is your gut is telling you. The peaceful times you've been enjoying have come to a close.
Who are you to decide that?
But he's not necessarily wrong. Even as we endure this crisis, the whole of Zemuri is an upheaval, from the war in the Empire to the unrest in the Republic.
It could be that all of it was inevitable, even if we had avoided this situation in Crossbell entirely.
The fuses of a greater conflict have been laid all around the continent for some time. Crossbell was merely the spark that lit it.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not gonna deny any of it. I felt it in my bones all this time. The calm before the storm. Smell of war and strife just beyond the horizon.
Handy.
There's your proof, boy. You're a Jaeger to the core. That's the fate of all Orlandos. You have the blood of a warrior flowing through your veins. One of these days, Randolph, you're gonna have to wake up and smell the gunpowder. The peaceful life you've been living is a lie. We've been running from fate, pretending to be something you're not. This is your last chance, Randolph. Succeed your father and become the war god. I'll teach you all you need to know of my brother's stead. Then, once you're named as the true leader of the Red Constellation, whose flag we fight for on the battlefield will be yours to decide. You could even take up our cudgels for Crossbell if you wanted. One way or another, this place is going to be in for some rough times ahead. So why not take this opportunity to do some good by your precious comrades?
How can you say that?
The state of Crossbell is not a bargaining chip.
So that's the way you want to play this, huh? You always could rein in your bloodlust by being a cold, calculating son of a bitch. That's just how the Scarlet Ogre rolls.
It comes with the territory. Any Jaeger worth his salt knows that, as do you. Now that the era of peace is over, you have nowhere left to hide, no more safe havens to run to. That leaves only one way left to go.
You might be right about that. My answer is still no, goddammit.
Oh?
Sorry, but your good-for-nothing nephew's not the heir of the family business you're pining for. He's just a peacemaker in an age where all Gehenna's broken loose. A guy looking for justice in a world of liars and schemers. All he can do is be himself and take life one step at a time. No excuses, no wild fantasies, and no running away. Because he's already found the place where he belongs.
Randy,
Someone's been taking pointers from a certain leader we know.
I was about to say he's sounding a lot like Lloyd right now.
I've got myself a new family to stand with, so you and all your fake crap can shove it. I'm done living on the battlefield. I left that hell behind me. I'm never going back.
And now I'm gonna make that clear once and for all.
Randy.
And we're with you every step of the way.
Done with your little speech.
what formidable power.
Have it your way. Let's see how much of a fight your so-called family can put up against your own flesh and blood. You know it's coming, don't you? I can't be expected to hold back after you've run your mouth like that.
No one was asking you to. It's time I put every trick you and the old man taught me to the test. The strongest Jaeger alive is about to get his ass kicked straight into retirement.
A bold claim. So be it. Once I put you into the dirt, I'll be the one who becomes the next war god. And I'll pay my respects to my brother by finishing off his sorry excuse for a son. Now, prepare to taste steel. Behold the twin axes of the Scarlet Ogre, he who rampages across the fields of war and devours all in his path.
Ready, everyone. Follow Randy's lead and give it all you've got.
You just skipped D's line.
I did not. It auto-advanced.
引くわけにはいかね
I blinked and I didn't even see my line, so I couldn't tell you what it even was.
え。行くぞ。おっしゃ。
She said something along the lines of, "Here he comes."
俺の番だ。バースト発動。
OK です行きます
任せろ。行くぞ。行くぜ。
It was only fitting I finish him off with Randy.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
of course.
Guess you're running with a pretty strong crowd after all. But the way you fight for them, that's where your real strength is.
He's bloody.
Yeah? Now you know that I'm not backing down on my choice. I don't mean to spit in the face of you and my old man, but I'm not the guy you two raised me to be.
You bring that up now, of all times. This pales in comparison to you deserting without settling a damn thing. He never said it, but I know your father was worried about you the whole time. My old man? Really? Considering how much you've grown, I doubt he's looking up at you in shame. So show us. Show how far that bravado can carry you. Prove it through the way you live, the life you lead. I die.
He's taking a nap like Shirley.
No, they should have turned the fire off. That would have been cooler. It should have been like, oh, he's been beaten. Now all the fire is gonna go and just like dim, and the fire goes out.
Yeah, I should have cooled down.
Yeah.
We won?
It's a miracle.
Helios really came in clutch for us this time.
Yeah.
When all's said and done, it doesn't change the fact that he's your uncle, does it?
For what it is worth, I do believe his concern for you was genuine, Randy.
Yeah, it was. Guess tough love just runs in the family, huh? Honestly, it feels good to finally get some closure. This should release that seal that was outside, too. Let's take the back exit and see for ourselves.
Agreed.
Job well done, Randy.
We are proud of you.
Appreciate it.
The seal is gone.
This one must have only required us to clear one domain.
No complaints here. Now we can keep moving ahead.
I have to say, though, that was more of a workout than I would have liked. You wouldn't mind if we could enter the macabre for a quick breather? It's a good idea. We can get everyone else up to speed while we're there. Or no.
Progression.
Although I do want to see where this elevator, like, because we went down here. This takes you back to the main floor, right? I know that.
Yeah.
But where does that go?
Where's what go?
This.
Great.
Oh, it's just to a chest. I'm kidding.
You a mimic.
Yay.
Woo!
Ow.
おっしゃっぜ
私の番でした
Ow.
俺の番だな
Well, let's stop this one from casting, since that freaking hurt.
さてへい
そこだそこだ行くぞ迎撃完了みんな先に進もう
Though it had its ups and downs, I'm grateful for the opportunity working on these two games gave me. No, that's it. Just a nice little chest.
With monsters in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate that part.
It's like a 50-50 at this point, isn't it, D?
It is. It feels like it is.
If doing the right thing was easy, it wouldn't be heroic. If heroes were common, they wouldn't write legends about them. What a weird timing for that one to go off, D.
I felt like it was well timed, actually.
Okay, fair.
The best sound I could have played at that point.
No, fair. Nope, I feel like that's taking me away from here, and I want to stay in here and finish.
All I have to say to that chest, though, is what if I want to be legendary?
And then be heroic. No, you know what? I want these stupid shadow guys gone because they vanish and one-hit KO you. I don't want those guys around. This series set my path in life with its incredible focus on attention to detail. I was led to finding a community, a group of friends and passionate fans. Together we made two wonders we can be eternally proud of. In B.
There was a chest you missed in that other space.
Over there?
Like the no, like the one you were in before, like this other room.
In here?
Thought so.
I grabbed that one.
No, keep going. Back to the other room.
Right.
Was it the that farther down?
I can't go any farther
The other
down.
room. No, the other room that was up to the wall across the way.
This one?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, well.
There's just a chest in this room somewhere that you... I don't know how to get there, though.
It may be something we can't do yet till we get... It may be on a higher elevation, too.
Okay.
I see what you're seeing on the map there. It may just be higher up here. Oh, I didn't want to walk into you.
行きます。戦闘終了。やれやれです。
Yada yada desu.
Yada.
So the next person we fight is Arios, yeah?
Probably. High chance.
They're always mimics.
Oh, it's Ghost's favorite.
よしやってやよし上出来だ
お疲れ様です。
Trails means the world to me too. I'm grateful I could share my world and my favorite story in it with you. Thank you for giving us a chance. EST. Okay, the mysterious red chest I think we keep seeing is this one. From Zero to Azure,
Maybe.
This has been an unforgettable journey. It was fun at times and most definitely stressful at times. But still, thank you for supporting us. It meant the world and changed mine. WW. Wait, is Wald writing things?
Mm.
60 of 61. Ow, she groaned. Still pain me down. She could feel her Genevieve, and on the floor to her right, she saw the chest she had spent weeks carving, hoping for her return. So you did get it.
Ah,
Close. So close.
it was a chest. Got it.
We gotta go down first.
やっとやってや
Hey, Ghost, I think you missed.
He shoot it away with his sword. Shoot, shoot.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he missed.
I've been keeping track of every single thing you've taken from me and my friends. Expect a lengthy call out in the future. You didn't miss that time.
Yay! Kitty!
Mm-hmm.
Where does this one go?
Down.
Oh. It's the quick travel from up there down to the basement, or down to the bottom floor. So we could quickly get back to the Merkaba if we wanted to completely rest up again. Just
Handy.
because I feel like I'm gonna need these against Arios.
Always good to be prepared.
Mm-hmm. Where are we now?
Looks like this is as far as the holy precincts go.
And that gate likely leads to another domain.
With another seal up ahead to go along with it.
The final domain. There's only one person left it could belong to.
You finally arrived.
Arios. Was there ever any doubt?
I thought as much.
I'm pleasantly surprised. I didn't expect you to have become the ogre. That could only mean you no longer harbor the uncertainty you carried when we first met.
I'm sorry to do this. D, cover for me if a line comes up for me. I need to go to the bathroom.
But enough talk. I'll be waiting at the end of my domain. Well, this is the home stretch.
Yes. For so long, Arios has been the standard the SS held itself to, as well as our greatest rival. This will be interesting. Now that you mention it, we've known him for just as long as we've known each other.
Yeah, pretty good.
It was pretty good. Yeah. I'll never forget that day he rescued us when we were trying to protect Ryu and Henri in the Geofront.
So that's how it started.
It sounds like you share quite a special bond together. Let's go. Arios is waiting for us.
Right.
Roger Wilco. His like favorite line.
He's got
This is
it.
like his
Everybody's
whole
got it.
tagline.
Oh, this is dark.
This is interesting. Arios,
Like a castle.
you poor soul.
Domain of penance.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
about right.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
What is all of this?
So this is what lies at the heart of the divine blade of wind.
Look at all these chains. They're practically innumerable. Just how many burdens could he be shouldering?
Too many, that's for damn sure.
The Scarlet Ogre may have put us through hell, but Arios' stake in this is clearly on a different level. Might even rival our battle against the Steel Maiden. Be that as it may, though, we've gone too far to turn back now. We have to overcome this, to take Kia back, to bring the truth to light, and to fulfill our promise to Shizuku. As long as we give it our all, body and soul, even the divine blade of wind's domain is no match for us.
Right.
Right.
And finally here, the reality of what happened on that day 3 years ago is just up ahead. Hold on a little longer, guy. I'm going to drag the facts out into the open once and for all.
Mm.
Stop with the mimics.
These are big blue monster dragon gems.
Like, I'm fine with a mimic chest here and there, but gosh.
Maybe they're helping you boost up your whatever CP for each of the battles with having encounters.
私のそこです
Oh, that's painful.
大丈夫ですか
任せてくれとみんな大丈夫か
I don't know. Seems to me like 8 blades, 1 leaf would be more impressive.
What's it actually called?
The 8 leaves, 1 blade school.
I see.
That's the school that Cassius and Arios and what's her name? From Sky. What's her name?
I believe.
Uh,
I believe.
Annalise. Annalise.
There you go.
I was like Annabelle, and I was like, that's not right.
That's not right.
I had to sit there and
I
like
also
really
cannot
think of her
remember,
name for a
actually,
second.
so.
Yeah, that's what the school that they all belong to, and technically Richard does as well, being trained by Cassius. Why is he the Divine Blade of Wind? Because he's Arios. I'm sorry, that was pretty McClaim.
That one kept getting worse.
Womp womp.
That one was bad. Okay, what? Oh, use the Arjun key. Okay.
Mm.
Oh, there's a chest nearby. That's a chest I see.
Mm-hmm. So it's canon that chests cannot have chest sayings in Gehenna, so.
That is true. There was not a single chest saying while we
You're
were
right.
in Father Kevin's Gehenna vision, were we? Was there?
Yep.
You right. Fascinating. 61 of 61. But I couldn't wait till midnight, Genevieve replied through a fit of giddiness. She lightened her hug, but only so she could plant a long, overdue kiss. I've missed you. Oh, I love you so much, Jubilee. Trails in the Chest, Part 2. End?
And?
I need to know Part 1. Like,
Oh, pull the lever.
wrong la. Actually, see where this
Where's the chest
goes
back there?
first.
There was a chest back there.
I realized this. I'm gonna have to go back that direction anyway. But there's this chest. Ugh!
行くぞ
That's a
みん
mimic.
なおう
Alright.
行くぞ
Lloyd, get rid of them. Ugh.
よし上出来だ
グッジョブです
Psst. Want to know a secret exploit to respawn all the chests you've owned so far? Get this. All you have to do is go to the title screen and select New Game. Okay, sarcastic chest is sarcastic.
I like that one.
速攻で蹴りをつける行くぜ俺の番だな行ってや
さてそこさあ先を急ぎましょう
Damn, I was one dungeon away from talking chest retirement too.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, did you pull the other lever beforehand?
Nope.
11 months ago, the SSS gains its foremost rival in Arius. It's only fitting they'd have to overcome him to see his story through to the end. You can do this. Yeah, so what I'll have to do is I'll have to pull it here, then run back over there.
I'm so sorry. Thank you, D.
I tried my best.
Yep, gotta pull that lever.
But words are hard, so it is what it is.
I'm sure. How many lines did I miss?
Not many.
Okay. All right.
Tio
didn't
got to
count
give
the
her a
rights,
big
those don't count.
speech, so yeah.
She did not. He's lying.
Okay, I was about to be like, 4 lines is a big speech?
I mean, for Tio, kind of.
I mean, we got a big speech from her in the first game, so...
Yeah, we got her whole backstory talked about in the first game, so.
Oh, yeah.
The first game dealt with her backstory. This one deals with a freaking monster chest.
Yeah, they do deal with monster chests, don't they?
任せろ
What?
任せてくれ行くぜ
行きますそこです
よし任せろぜは100年早いっつうの
Lloyd decided that after all this, he would take a fishing trip with his new boat, the SSSSS.
That's a great boat name, and I approve.
Yes. He will go fishing, won't he?
Yes, he will.
Yes, he will.
Mhm.
Because he
In his
enjoys
fishing boat.
fishing.
He's part of the Fisherman's Guild, after all.
Absolutely. One of their best, you could even say.
He's involuntarily a part of this.
Especially because they resell like the outfits and stuff.
Oh, yeah. You know, maybe you wouldn't be running into these many monster chests if you did more fishing in the game.
I think
That
that's
has
accurate.
nothing to do with the relation to Monster Chest.
You don't know. You don't know.
I do because the stupid walkthrough tells me, and I just
You
ignore
didn't go
it.
fishing to sea, though.
No, you didn't fish enough.
Soon, all that will await you are money in the chest. Time for What?
Oh,
Ultra
Violence. But yeah, but it's like a music thing, so I'm not sure what that's supposed to be for.
I don't know how to sing it out.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Also a little nod at the fact that there's not going to be lines coming from the chests in the next game.
Yeah.
It's possible. Because there are definitely not lines from the chests in the next series.
Badge.
That is rather sad.
At least none that I've ever
Yeah, the
triggered.
save point. By the way, you said 2 more bosses before we even attempted the Scarlet Ogre. Technically, it's 3 because Maribel.
I forgot about Arios. I was counting Scarlet Ogre and Maribel. I forgot about Arios.
How dare you forget him?
I mean, you're right. I just completely forgot him. I got nothing. I just completely spaced him.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You're here.
Arios.
What, not gonna wear those snazzy new threads you read, Mr. Secretary? I only wore that uniform at President Croy's behest. Frankly, I was never comfortable in it. After the declaration of invalidity, I haven't felt as though I have the right to wear it. I stand before you not as a bracer, nor as a Secretary of Defense. As a tainted swordsman wielding a tarnished blade. Nothing more, nothing less.
How did it come to this?
He is self-disciplined to a fault.
I don't know what to say. There's so many questions I want to ask you that it's hard to sort them out in my head. I guess the first one should be, are you willing to answer them?
Of course, that was my intention. Ask away. I will answer any question you have, save for one.
All right. Sorry for bringing up painful memories. Could you tell us about the accident that happened 5 years ago?
Yes, there's no need to hide it any longer. That accident was caused by a truck exploding on a street in the middle of the city. It was, as I'm sure you all realized, a product of an information war between Erebonia and Calvard.
Just as we thought.
Then your wife and Shizuku.
Yes, there was much that my family lost that day. Saya, her life, and Shizuku, her sight. In the 5 years since, both countries' intelligence agencies have developed, and incidents of sabotage have ceased. Though the truth remains that their feud in the shadows has resulted in decades worth of victims like Saya. That would include your parents, Lloyd, as well as the family of Mr. Grimwood.
Huh?
The hell?
Lloyd's parents?
This is the first I've heard of this.
My parents died in an airship crash. It was a new ship that had just gone into commission. So little at the time that I can barely even remember it. You don't mean to say that accident also claimed to Mr. Grimwood's family, do you?
But I do. His wife and children were aboard that airship as well. I was lucky to still have Shizuku. I can't imagine the agony that comes with losing everything you hold dear. After the incident, Mr. Grimwood and Guy came to know one another, sharing in their mourning for the family they had lost.
How enlightened. I never realized their connection ran so deep.
After that incident 5 years ago, I turned in my police badge and went knocking on the Bracer Guild's door. I had my reasons for resigning. The cost of Shizuku's hospital bills, my dissatisfaction with the department. But above all, I was running away from the pain of losing Saya. With the brace's workload, I was never short in distractions. I could strip myself of any moments of grief.
Oh, yes.
The families of Yin's targets must go through this very same thing.
It's been something I haven't been able to shake from my mind all this time. It's how you ever became involved with the scheme in the first place.
Oh?
Uncle Dieter and Belle are well versed in making and economics, and their lineage links them to the cult, but that doesn't fill every gap.
Like, how you knew about the information war between the Empire and Republic, for one. I don't buy that either of those two as the contacts to know about that sort of thing.
Nor do you have any prior connection to their family. And yet, once Mr. Croy took office as president, he immediately appointed you as Secretary of Defense.
Now I see where this is going. Grizzly Grim was the missing link to put the two parties into contact. Exactly. Do you dispute that?
No, you assume correctly. Just like the SSS, Guy and I often relied on Mr. Grimwood and his information network. He is pivotal in a fair number of our cases. He was so well informed that he was even called upon as a civil advisor during the operation to purge the cult's lodges. After I became a bracer, I continued to exchange information with him on a regular basis. As for the Croy family, Mr. Grimwood was already acquainted with them due to the IBC's legal affairs. The nature of his position allowed him to amass all the information and resources he required into one place. Every step Croy took toward gaining our independence, as well as the power of the Septarian, was by Mr. Grimwood's design. All the while, both his daughter and his legal counsel were working toward their master plan behind his back.
Their master plan.
The Azure Zero Project.
Precisely. It didn't take long for Mr. Grimwood to realize the truth about the incident Saya and Shizuku suffered. He informed me of it shortly after. That was what led me to cooperate with him. There is your answer.
So everything has gone according to Mr. Grimwood and Maribel's plan.
Well, that's one hell of a story.
While we're asking questions here, there's something I've been wondering about. You were the one who moved Kia from the bottom of the Sun Fort, weren't you? Then you swapped her with a Rosenberg doll that was meant to be sold off at their Schwarz auction.
Now that you mention it,
We never did manage to solve that particular side of the mystery.
Just as you say. But the idea itself was actually Maribel's, not Mr. Grimwood's. Having foreseen Joachim's actions to their finest points, she knew exactly how to exploit them. She was easily able to teleport us to the fort's lowest stratum, whereupon we freed the girl from the cradle atop the altar. I then switched her with the Rosenberg doll that was brought from Remiferia. Maribel was also the one who arranged for the doll to be put up for auction, with Ravash none the wiser.
to think she was so involved.
I still don't understand, though. What would Maribel gain by doing that in the first place? If she needed Kia for the project, why not just take her into custody until the time was right?
First, she wanted to involve Hayway to further jeopardize Ravash's position, begin the chain that would lead to their downfall. The plan was for the child to awaken during the auction, allowing Maribel to publicly spring to action. With Marconian's bewildered guests as an audience, she would volunteer to take custody of the girl on behalf of the IBC. Were Haley to take action at that point, things would have likely gone awry. Just as a precaution, I remained undercover in the manor to observe. We had a contingency plan for every possible outcome that could have occurred. You two are crazy with a capital C, I swear.
Until now, I wasn't aware it was possible to be too prepared. I did suspect there was someone else lurking in the shadows that night.
As for her second motive, Maribel wished to gauge the potential of the Septarian by having it awaken under extraordinary circumstances.
Gauge her potential?
What does that mean?
Those were Maribel's words, so I couldn't tell you precisely. It may have been one of the conditions necessary to rouse the child from her long slumber. Whether by coincidence or the hand of Adios, she finally awoke when you were in her presence. I doubt even Maribel could have anticipated that. But she didn't seem to mind, nor did she object to all of you taking the child under your wing. Well, I'm stumped. Hell if I can get into her headspace.
Belle, what in the world were you planning?
It's just one more thing. I want you to tell me what really happened on the day my brother died. Can you do that?
Very well. It was 2 years after I resigned from the police force following Saya's passing. I'd been cooperating with Mr. Grimwood and the others as they laid the groundwork for their plan. None of it was legal. They had already woven quite a conspiracy at that point. However, no one, not even the guild, had an inkling of what was taking shape beneath Crossbell's surface. Save for one exception, my former partner, Guy Bannings. Guy was tenacious and had a keen eye for finding the truth. At the time, he was closing on a number of hidden plots. From the information war between Erebonia and Calvard, Speaker Hartman's connections with Ravash and the remnants of the DG cult. After digging deeper, he even came upon the Croy family's plans buried behind it all. And then, one rainy day, Guy asked me to meet with him at the newly established construction site of Orcus Tower. Suffice to say, he hadn't uncovered all of the project's details. But Guy's suspicions were shockingly accurate, right down to the scope of the plan itself. He predicted that Croy would utilize the cult and mafia to eventually ascend to the top of the political world. He predicted that a foreign power would be framed for an attack on Crossbell City, fueling the bid for state independence. He even predicted that the Croy family aimed to create something that could intimidate and seize control of the entire continent. To my surprise, he had gotten to the very heart of the conspiracy. After that, Guy refused to back down. It was clear this wasn't something we could resolve with words. And so we began our fight to the death as the rain poured down upon us. Between the two of us, I was always the better fighter, but Guy's strength came from his unbreakable will. Our duel raged on as we traded blow after blow, exhausting each other's stamina as the rain continued to fall. Until finally, Guy lost his life. I was the one who took his tonfa from the scene of the crime. I did it to hide the evidence, the scars that my Tachi left on them.
So that was why.
There you have it. The truth of what transpired on that rainy day. The mafioso wandering off with Guy's badge was an unforeseen twist. But with that, I believe I've answered every question you could have. There should be no more room for doubt.
No.
So you didn't answer the one question.
You know as well as I do that my brother died from a bullet to the back. Why leave out the cause of death in your account of that day?
I was a member of the police force. It only follows that I can wield a gun. His persistence left me no choice. It was my last resort to settle our fight.
Stop lying, Arias. Your lives were on the line. He never would have given you the opportunity to draw a gun, much less shoot him in the back. It's just not possible.
About time you fessed up, pal.
Indeed. Who really shot Guy?
Please tell us.
You can frame it however you'd like, but the fact remains that my actions were what led to Guy's death. Even still, I choose to continue working on the project that had taken my former partner's life. Even now, I'm desecrating the life of an innocent girl to complete that very same project. Every sin I've committed has been for the sake of avenging Saya, as well as securing Shizuku's future.
Arias.
Do you truly believe Shizuku is happy about what you're doing?
I'm perfectly aware that she isn't. But Crossbell's ill-starred fate stole her mother from the world and the light from her eyes. So long as the state retains its status as a geostrategic position, it will have no hope of salvation. That is, unless we experience a miracle that transcends the laws of the human world.
Stop dodging the question!
3 years ago, Guy lost his life in a mortal combat against me, and yet he didn't even curse my name. And now, Kia, holding the power of a septarian, has healed Shizuku's eyes. I have no intention of undoing what has been done, my self-serving transgressions included. If you cannot accept that, then you're welcome to convince me with force. Take up the taunt where your brother left you, and show me that you're willing to avenge him. Open the path before you and take back what you cherish most.
Fine. Let's get one thing straight. This isn't about taking revenge for my brother. Our division was established for a more modest reason. To honor Guy Bannings and his will. Right now, the Special Support Section is carrying the hopes and wishes of so many people, including Shizuku. So if you plan to stand as a barrier against this, then we're going to surmount it. Take Kia back and solve this case once and for all.
You tell him, leader.
Shizuku's waiting for us over at Orcus Tower.
And we will not be going back without you in tow.
That's just the way the SSS does things best.
This ends now.
Very good. You stand before Arios McLean, master of the second form of the 8 Leaves One Blade School. I've made my choice. I shall forego your justice to make my desires a reality. Come, Special Support Section.
Right.
Right.
Hi.
He dodged the question. Teacher. He dodged the question.
But it's because
Beat him up to get the answer.
in his mind, he's the one who killed Guy.
But you still can't answer who shot the gun?
I mean, he did say he would answer every question
Yep.
but one.
But save one.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But in his
I just want
mind,
to know the answer.
it doesn't matter that somebody else killed Guy.
Get that he blames himself, but he needs to answer the question.
No, I agree.
I don't
It's gonna
care. He
crash.
dodged the question.
Soon again. Tonight.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
私の番です
I had to do that because if he hits 20% health, his S-Craft is a one-hit KO.
Oof.
Yep,
Neat.
according to the walkthrough. It can lead to an instant game over.
Oof.
I'm like, oh, alrighty.
We don't want that.
Lloyd, each and every one of you, you've all become so strong.
That's because we always had you to look up for inspiration, Arias.
That's all right. I thought you were waiting at the summit. I don't know if we'd have climbed this far.
I feel the same way.
You were always the barrier we were measured against, the standard we strove to meet.
Spare me. I don't deserve that kind of praise now of all times.
Arias, the person who shot my brother that day wasn't you, was it? It was Mr. Grimwood.
No frickin'
Makes
way.
sense.
I guess that.
What makes you think that?
A simple process of elimination. Given the murder's circumstance, the only remaining suspects other than Mr. Grimwood are Dieter and Maribel. Dieter didn't know the broader plan, and Maribel doesn't have any prior connection to my brother. Mr. Grimwood, though, he and Guy knew each other very well. You said so yourself. Plus, his work often takes him abroad. As with any occupation tied to law, it's no surprise he knew how to use a handgun for self-defense. What do you have to say?
Your reasoning isn't without its flaws. But I suppose I have to give credit where it's due.
I'm Guy, wasn't I?
I think I'm Guy, actually.
I think Xander was actually a guy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I
were-
think you were
At the
Guy.
very beginning of
Alright,
the
have
game,
fun.
you were Lloyd, so.
Yeah,
Yeah, Xander's a guy.
you're right.
Hey, Arios. Looks to me like the two of us are at our limits. Why don't we call it a tie for now? Don't be ridiculous. Both of us know full well that I cannot let you leave. If you plan on attending your wedding next month, you'll have to strike me down for good. Come on, what do you take me for? If I did that, how would you and Shizuku ever make it to your big day? Our big day. Don't worry, I haven't told anyone about this project of yours yet. Thought about getting Dudley to lend me a hand, but the guy plays things by the book too much, you know? I haven't even let Sergey in on it. Wild, huh? What? Don't you realize that you're giving me even more reason to kill you? Who are you kidding? You're not enough of a rat for a move like that. Wouldn't have come here on my own if I thought you were. Come on, man. Why don't we call this whole thing off and go grab us some drinks? We haven't had a good conversation in what, 2 years now? You can listen to me brag all about Lloyd and my beautiful bride-to-be. You never change, do you? Brother He's already 15, isn't he? Yep, kid's real bright. Nothing at all like me. I'm thinking of sending him to some